Micah has what we would call, if you're a House fan. Anybody watch House in here?
Sometimes.
People? There was an episode with a locked-in syndrome, person with locked-in syndrome. Does anybody see that episode? And then they used this computer that you could think and it would go up or down. You can move the cursor, up and down. You can move a cursor up and down by thinking up and down. It doesn't really exist, but it made for good TV. So they called it locked-in syndrome because they were sure, House was pretty sure he was in there, but physically just couldn't do anything at the time. According to the people in the know here, like Kelly, Micah is fully in there. He's operating at a cognitive level of... Oh.
Were you trying to scare it? Yeah. Now you have to let go.
No, right and wrong right now. If he wants to experiment, that's his choice.
Remember how we talked
So
about foot?
they tried eye gaze with him. In fact, according to my sources, somebody even had to purchase one of these for about $20,000, the whole shebang, for an eye gaze. And I already told you my feeling about that when it comes to any type of cognitive question whatsoever. It's like magic. It's chasing magic. So it's not really that functional for him. So I went in and took a look at him because they asked me, and I noticed that he can move his head from this position, right smack next to his shoulder, to about 20 degrees off and then back on, and he could do it fairly quickly, until Kelly volunteered that he could also kick out with his foot. Let me get it in the right position for you, Micah. There it is.
Oh, do you feel it?
Watch out, Micah, you're going to see some women up there.
So I like this. It's called my Waker Shaker. It's $19. It's a little pocket massager. It's not that type of massager. And it's switch adapted so that we can plug a switch into it and you get instant and very obvious effects. Because once we put it on the computer, the effects are less obvious. Music's pretty obvious, but if just a squirrel goes around a tree or something, it's not that obvious or interesting. I put it right on the crotch area, so it's a little more interesting. I'm also looking for any type of avoidance where they don't like it. That'll tell me something too. But for Micah, kicking out with his left foot was something that Kelly felt he can do fairly quickly and consistently. So that might be a good thing to do, is to do some cause and effect with them. The farther it is from his head, the more obvious the effects have to be. Because you're just not used to kicking something and having something happen. Whereas with your cheek, if you push your cheek and something happens, it's just more obvious to you. So we'd have the Waker Shaker, we'd have music on the computer, just some real simple cause and effect for a while where you're doing exactly what's Kelly doing. You're PT or OT? PT. Exactly what she's doing is PT, is just doing some motoric practice. It's that simple. There's nothing cognitive about this. It's all just motor practice to get his skills so that later on we can do some cognitive work like pick between pictures, pick letters, pick numbers. But right now, just getting a consistent switch sight. Another thing here is you can't see it, but you might be able to zoom in on it, Sue. Kelly's hands. It zooms right at the top.
I'm at far
Try
as
zooming
I
it,
can.
try pushing it the other way. And zoom in not on my tummy, but on
Right.
Well now.
Is it?
You can't see him from there, but Kelly has her hand under his left kneecap so that she's providing some support. You could also do that with something that you build up or just a little pillow under there. That helps him to get a little more mobility out of the knee. So we're looking for just consistent switch access first, and then later on we can do something with that. But I like black and white. He's either hitting the switch or he's not. Whereas with the eye gaze, I'm not sure what's going on. Although, it's a lot of money. Look at that, yeah. And if he's that good just by now, he's going to even get better. It's fun. We can also tickle people. Watch this. Can you tickle me? Use your foot to tickle me. Get me again. Get me again. Fun stuff? Fun stuff? Okay. We are done with him. I'm going to leave that with you. And you don't want to do it too much with one thing here because he will desensitize to it. It just becomes boring to him. The higher functioning they are cognitively, the quicker things become boring. So here's your switch. What you might want to do is, if you have a digital camera or a way of taking a picture just of this position, to print it out, laminate it, and just have it near so that people can see what we saw. Okay? Thanks, Micah. Can we give Micah a hand?
Yeah.